Hey guys, it's Matty G and MFG Racing, back for another quick video. The garage is a little smoky right now. I had to pull the skidoo out, and I thought I would give you a walk around of my little ice weapon here, my CRF 100. Actually, it's a 2003 XR100 Honda, and see if I can switch this camera around and get you a shot of it. Okay, well here it is, and we got her all set up for the ice. We got the ice tires on it. I'll put some video in if I can edit it in to show you what we were doing on Round Lake this weekend. We usually go up there on Sunday afternoons and run around and race around with some friends. I also have the supermoto set up here. We have the Dunlop slicks, the 17-inch wheels, aluminum rims, all set up, and we have a lot of fun in the parking lots and the go-kart tracks, running the supermoto setup on this as well. But right now it's middle of February, and it's cold in upstate New York. So what we do in the middle of February in the wintertime is go snowmobiling and do a little ice racing. So it started out as a bone stock 2003 Honda XR100. As you can see, it's been worked. Right now on the front of it, we have KX85 front end that we had to press the stem in and replace the stem, and it was pretty easy to put on. We have the KYB Works kit in the front forks, regular upside down forks, and then the KX85 front brake on it. It's a nice beefy front end. It looks great on this bike. We put the Pro Taper handlebars on, the Achirdes bark busters, protections. We have, let me see what else we got on here. Oh, we have handlebar risers to bring the Pro Taper bars up. I believe these are Pro Tapers. Yeah, they are. To bring the Pro Taper bars up a little bit so we could fit on the bike. We had to lower the forks into the fork tubes just a little bit to get it to sit level, because the KX85 is a bigger bike than the XR100. We got some graphics on it. Let's start on the top and go down. We got a Trail Tech temperature gauge on it. You can see it's only 28 degrees out here in upstate New York right now. It is, of course, 10 o'clock at night. But it's cold, and it's been cold, and that's good for the ice. And then we got a graphics kit on it, and regular XR100 rear wheel with the spike tires on it. Do yourself a favor. If you're going to ride on the ice, do not try to make your own tires. You need to buy tires. If you don't buy tires and you try to make your own, you're not going to have any fun. So let's continue to walk around, see what else we got on here. We have an extremely small rear sprocket from Sprocket Specialists to get this bike with some top end so we can run it in the upper gears. And then starting on this side, we replace the rear shock with a Works Performance reservoir shock. The reservoir is mounted up front underneath it, and the Works Performance is a huge upgrade from the stock shock. You cannot run a stock shock on these XRs. I also have upgraded linkage on the bottom. There's an upgraded linkage kit that raises the rear end about 1.5 inches. And if you can see how this bike sits now, I think from afar it looks more probably like a CR80 than it does an XR100. It sits up real nice now with that front end and with that linkage, and that linkage kind of balances it out for the KX85 front end that we put in here. Moving on, we have a Takagawa 115 superhead kit in it. So it's got the bigger valves, it's got freer flowing valves with 115cc piston in it. We have a Hot Cams cam. You can see we have the modified intake to adopt a bigger carburetor. That's a carburetor, I believe, off of an ATC 200. Moving on, you can see we have an external oil cooler. We don't need that for the ice, obviously, but we do need that for supermoto racing. We took this on I think it was a 6-hour supermoto race, and we heated the engine up so much that we literally melted the stator off the engine. So so we had to replace the stator, and that's why I put the Trail Tech temperature gauge on the front forks and the oil cooler on the side to keep it cool, and it works pretty good. There's the reservoir for the work shock that we have mounted up underneath the shroud. BBR, full BBR exhaust with some exhaust strap on it. Just a homemade catch can kit to be able to run it on the track. If you're running a supermoto, you need a catch can kit. We have a high volume oil pump inside the cases, which you can't see now, obviously. But we had to upgrade the oil pump to get some oil moving, to get this bike working. It's one of the first upgrades you should do if you're going to modify motors on XR100s, is definitely put a high volume oil pump on here. We have the pod filter, and I said, and the big carburetor as well. And then we also upgraded the foot pegs on it too. If you'll see, the foot pegs on here much bigger than stock. Very grippy. Work really well as a platform for a larger rider. Kept the bodywork the same as the seat cover. Upgraded the graphics on it a little bit. Cut the front fender for a supermoto front fender. Got some nice graphics from factory backing with the name and the number on it. That's the road racing number. And looking at the back, the pipe is real nice too. The BBR pipe that we have makes a great sound. Let me start up and we'll get a little sound running. A little sound clip. It was cold, so it didn't want to start. We're going to ride the hell out of this thing on the ice. It's got a nice deep kind of burble to it. Give it a little gas, it definitely wakes it up. Does not sound like a stock XR100. So that's it, guys. Just a little quick walk around on the XR100. We like to joke that it's bone stock, but it's pretty worked. And it's work in progress. We're probably working on some other stuff as well. I could see stroker crank in the future, probably upping it from that 115 kit. I'm looking at maybe going up to 130 cc's, and the big change is going to be an internal ignition rotor to get it to rev up a little bit quicker. I'm real jealous of those 150Rs. Those things are a beast, and even to stay with a worked 150F, those new CRF 150Fs out of the box, they're a bigger, faster bike. So these little 100s, you got to work them. But we have a lot of fun with them and racing around with your friends. I highly recommend, if you are thinking about getting a little bike, get a little bike. They're so much fun. You're going to ride the hell out of it. So for now, Matty G, MFG Racing. Like and subscribe and comment, and let me know what you think. Talk to you soon.